it seems to me there is a greater willingness to hear arguments against Jesus these days, and there are more arguments against Jesus being heard in the popular media these days than was the case even a few decades ago.
Yes, I mean, I haven't traced it in terms of whether it's growing or lessened, but every Christmas, every Easter, there is always somebody who makes some discovery,
right,
which shows that Christianity was not true for this reason, that reason, or something else, which 6 months, 12 months, 18 months down the track turns out not to be true. There was John Allegro, who discovered within the Dead Sea Scrolls that they were a community who ate mushrooms. It gave them God consciousness, and so there was this sacred mushroom cult of the Dead Sea Scroll people. Well, the media loved it. You got Allegro was a reputable scholar, mushroom eating, drug-induced highs. Jesus and the whole John the Baptist Jesus movement came out of drug-induced. It fitted every kind of prejudice and preconception that non-Christian, anti-Christian journalists would have, and it sold newspapers. It made headlines. It gave you something to write at Easter time.
Now, this is
no one believes it today. I'm not even sure if it's Allegro.
But it had a brief flourish.
Oh yeah, yes. It was a good one, that one. It went for some time.
Okay.
Well, the Chariots of the Gods.
Oh,
with,
yes.
Eric
von Däniken. Yes, yeah.
Poppycock, it was a nonsense. But yet for a while there, for a couple of years there, it was everywhere. Or who was the novelist that we had a couple of years ago who gave us...
Oh, yes, Dan Brown.
Yes, Dan Brown, and what was his one called? It was...
Da Vinci Code.
Da Vinci Code. I'm sitting in an aeroplane going to America, and this man beside me finds out I'm a clergyman, which is always...
Iffy.
Iffy. And he said, "Oh, what do you think of the Da Vinci Code?" And I said, "I haven't read it." And he said, "Oh, you should read it. You're a clergyman." And I said, "No, just because I'm a clergyman doesn't mean I should read fiction." And he said, "No, I suppose not." He said, "But it's really interesting." I said, "Yes, it's interesting." But I said, "It is fiction." He said, yes, it is fiction." I said, "It's a novel." "Yes," he said, "it's a novel. So therefore it's not fact." "Yeah, that's right. But it makes you think." And I went for an hour or two with this man, going round and round the fact that it's a fiction.
Yeah.
The man has made up a story.